Okay guys, today we're going to continue talking about percents. And we're going to start off with some vocabulary that's on the top of your note sheet. We've been using these terms a lot in class, but I thought it would be good for you to write down the definition. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and pause the video and copy down the definitions that you see onto your paper. And then when you are done, you can go ahead and press play, and we're going to do some problems together. So if you look in the top left-hand box of your paper under the title examples, you'll see the problem that you have on the screen right now. And this problem tells us Drew wants to buy exercise equipment that costs $140 and the sales tax is 5.75%. What is the total cost of the equipment? So you'll see below that I have already created my bar model. And I'd like you to go ahead and create yourself a bar model in that box. And based on the bar model, I can determine what expression I can write to solve this problem. So because it's a tax, I know that my price is increasing. So I start with the price of X, and it increases by 0.0575X. And if I simplify that, I add the 1 and the 0.0575. I have my simplified expression, which we've talked about quite a bit in class. I can now choose either of those expressions to solve, and what happens is the price of 140 is going to replace X in whichever expression I choose. I typically like to go with the shorter one, so I'm going to take the simplified expression and replace X with the cost. And at that point you can use your calculator, you're going to multiply, and we get our final answer, $148.05. So if you need some more time to copy that down, go ahead and press pause. And when you're ready, we're going to jump to another example. I want to show you a different way to approach these types of problems. So on your paper, in the right-hand column this time, number 2, practice. A haircut costs $20. Sal wants to tip the hairdresser 15%. How much tip should he leave? What will his total cost be? And I want you to notice that there's actually 2 questions in one here, so we have to make sure that we answer both of those questions. So we're going to start with the question in red, and I want to give you an alternative strategy to use today. It's very similar to the bar models and expressions, but some of you might like it a little better. And what we do for that strategy is we start off, we identify our percent, and we make our percent into a decimal. So I would move my decimal point 2 places to the left. 15% would be 0.15. And then I simply take that decimal and I multiply it by whatever the original cost is. So if he wants to tip on his haircut, which was $20, I multiply it by 20. And I get an answer to that, which is 3. And then I'm either going to add or subtract. So since this is a tip, I know that the price is increasing, so I would take the original price and add the amount of the tip and get a final cost of $23. So here, I've managed to answer both questions. How much tip should he leave? He should leave $3. What will the total cost be? 20 plus 3 is 23. Again, it's just another way to approach the problems that some of you might like better. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, keeping that in mind and using that as your sample, from the 10 questions that are on the paper, which we already did 2 of, you're going to complete 5 of them in the method that we've been using all week with your bar modeling and your expressions. And then I'd like you to try 5 of them using this new strategy. And when you are ready, go ahead and press play, and the answers will be displayed so you can check your own work. All right, so you will see here I have all of the work done in both the old method and the new method. The bar modeling and expressions are located at the top of your screen, and then the new method is located at the bottom. So if you would like to pause the video and go ahead and check your work, And then when you're ready, press play and I will tell you what to do next. All right, for the last portion of class today, you're going to be practicing these skills, and you can use either method. You might want to bounce back and forth depending on the question. So this is located in page 156 and 157 in your book. Please note on 156, you're skipping number 9, 10, and 13. And then when you're all set with that, the answers are going to be posted in Google Classroom, so you can go ahead and check your work. And please let me know if you have any questions or you need any help.